It's Nolan. Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show.
I said I'm A-Town finest, I put my game down, grinding. Was on them Greyhounds trying to get out of state. My assignment was hit the stage out of college, encourage kids they could do it. Told them how to reach greatness, some days you must be secluded. On my own shit, hang up the phone shit, they on some clown shit. I'm David, I stay with a stone for cracking your dome with. Play me, I come to your home and ring your alarm. Bitch, I'm crazy, this ain't just a song. Quit raising your tone, prick. I'm that nigga, that number one spot, nobody can't top. I ain't even got dropped though. Big dog gon' run in my block, got the blade on chop, beat nigga like Nacho. Rent do nigga sell like rock, move bass, I not do me like Rocco. Spend a bitch, she say I'm guapo. No money, I say no hablo, no English. My screenplay, try to get stretched out like Bengay. Don't call me, let you and your friend on the line, try to put it on three-way. I'm Green Bay, I'm about my cheese, nigga run up the check like relay. Got leeway, I flip my style like I'm a lucha libre.
What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody's doing well out there this evening. Y'all know I've been keeping a very close eye on this whole Megan Thee Stallion, Milagro Gramz lawsuit and all the updates and things of that nature. It's been a few weeks since I've said anything about it because they've mostly been trying to deliberate how they're going to move forward, when they're going to, get into the hearings, all of those different types of things. So I've been covering other things on the channel. However, it does seem that some new progress and updates have taken place within the last couple days. Now, just last week, I believe Milagro's legal team filed for a continuance due to some sort of family emergency. That continuance was initially denied. I didn't cover it because I didn't know all the details. However, since then, after going through the proper channels, Milagro's team have been successful in trying to push back the continuance or whatever for 60 days so that her legal counsel can deal with whatever family hardship it is that they're going through. Unfortunately, whatever that hardship is or whatever that emergency is that her legal assistance is facing, we will not be able to find out what that is because there's been a order from the judge granting them to seal that information as private information, which will not be released in public dockets. Okay. So whatever that family problem is, whatever it is going to end up pushing this case back a little bit. We will not be privy to that information because the record will be sealed for a year. So this time next year, perhaps it'll be unsealed. I don't know. But at this current time, while the case is active, we won't be able to find it out. Now, if Milagro ends up going on Station Head and blabbing about it and putting it out there, we may find it out through that medium because we do know that she's known for speaking about things that shouldn't be spoken on. That's pretty much why she's in the position that she's in right now, in this case being sued. But I'll digress on that for the moment. I guess you could call that a slight win in her favor because now they have a little bit more time to prepare for what's to come down the pipeline. But I would say it's just prolonging the inevitable. That's my position. That's my opinion. But it's, can't be used as fact. What I can, however, share is the order from the judge basically confirming the continuance. So let's go ahead and check that out. Let me correct myself. It hasn't necessarily been confirmed by the judge that they're going to be pushing it back, but it has been confirmed by the judge that whatever information that her lawyer is going to be submitting about the hardship, it will be sealed. But it's still going to be left up to the judge on whether or not they accept it as, good reasoning to push back. But here is Milagro's defense here asking for it. So they say defendants renewed unopposed verified motion for 60-day continuance of pretrial deadlines and trial date. Defendant Milagro Elizabeth Cooper, by and through undersigned counsel, is respectfully requesting a 60-day continuance for all deadlines and trial date for the good cause set forth herein, and states the following. This is a diversity case for miscellaneous relief brought by a plaintiff based on alleged defamation, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and other statutory relief. This matter is currently scheduled for trial on September 8th, 2025, or as soon as thereafter as the court is available. The discovery cutoff is May 12th, 2025. The deadline for filing Dauber and dispositive motions is May 19th, 2025. Defendant respectfully moves this court to continue pretrial deadlines and trial date by 60 days, right? So everything will be pushed back an additional 60 days. The specific grounds underlying the necessity of the relief being sought in this motion is set forth in Mr. Hayden's declaration, which is being filed under seal contemporaneous with the instant motion. All right. This motion is not being filed due to any dilatory purposes. As for delay, the parties have been serving written discovery, and depositions are scheduled to occur during the next several weeks. Plaintiff's availability to be deposed is only a few days before the current discovery cutoff, and as such, the defendant will not have sufficient time to prepare any pretrial motions before the current deadline. No party will be unfairly prejudiced by the requested continuance. If this motion is denied, the defendant will be unfairly prejudiced. Counsel for defendant personally conferred with counsel for plaintiff pursuant to Local Rule 7183, and plaintiff has no objection to the requested time extension, so they're saying that Megan and her legal team have no problem. Okay? Federal Rule of Civil Procedure 16 grants district courts the power to police their dockets, including the imposition of deadlines. If the parties, like the litigants here, diligently and timely pursue their rights, but for reasons other than their own negligence are unable to comply with the court's deadline, the court should exercise its discretion and modify its scheduling order. This motion clearly sets forth a good faith basis for continuing the current trial date. Defendants are not engaging in any type of delay tactic that would warrant denial of this motion. And that's Michael Hayden from Unite the People. Okay? Asking for a 60-day extension for a family emergency of some sort, which we don't know and won't know what that is because that submission to the docket will be sealed. However, what we can see is something more juicy. Megan Thee Stallion's legal team has come out and said, okay, whatever, push it back all you may if the judge grants it. But we also gonna need you to push this motherfucking paperwork of your phone records, emails, and etc. to the discovery phase. Please come forth. So here we have that filing. Okay, notice of issues to be disclosed at discovery hearing. They say, please take notice that a hearing on discovery matters will be held before Magistrate Judge Lisette M. Reed on April 2nd, that is tomorrow, at 2 p.m. via Zoom. The discovery matters to be heard include forensic collection of defendant's cell phone. We know the defendant is Milagro Gramz. They need, so they have A, defendant's deficient responses to requests for production of communications, calls, texts, private messages, emails. B, spoliation of relevant and material communications. Y'all know I'm not a legal professional. I had to go to Google and look it up. So spoliation of evidence refers to the intentional or negligent withholding, hiding, alteration, or destruction of evidence relevant to a legal proceeding. It can interfere with the party's ability to investigate facts or defend against claims and lawsuits. So they're saying that she is acting in spoliation. She's taking part in this, as in perhaps destroying evidence that will be relevant to the discovery. C, missing or incomplete metadata. D, prior agreement regarding production and or forensic collection has not been honored. So they're saying that she is acting suspicious. She has not followed up on the request from the court to produce this evidence. They say copies of the relevant source documents will be emailed to chambers consistent with the procedures set forth in Magistrate Judge Reed's Discovery Procedures Order. Certificate of Compliance with Local Rule 7.183. Undersigned counsel conferred with counsel for plaintiffs by phone on February 24th, 2025, and multiple times via email since that date in a good faith effort to resolve by agreement the issues raised herein, but were unable to reach any resolution of the issues. So this is Quinn Emanuel Urquhart. Of course, we know that's Megan Thee Stallion's legal representation, which includes who's this? Olga Vieira, Daniel Humphrey, Robert Schwartz, Mary Henderson, Mary Haraptian, all these motherfuckers. Okay? So they saying, we need you to submit your phone records to the courts, and you're being evasive. You're trying not to do it. You haven't answered the request. So tomorrow they will have a Zoom meeting on these matters, which will be brought forth in front of the judge, which I would assume Milagro is going to be questioned by the judge why she hasn't complied. But she's claiming that this is a nothing of a case. She's been claiming that there's no relevant nature to the case. She's claiming that she's going to get off. All she needs is the financial resources and she'll be good. She's out here asking for donations. She's out here jumping in Candace Owens' YouTube comments asking for money and support. She's asking MAGA for support. She's got MAGA supporters out here advocating on her behalf, saying that Megan Thee Stallion is trying to quell her First Amendment rights of free speech. Very interesting stuff going on here, man. Now, I don't know how this is going to go, right? It's supposed to be tomorrow at 2 p.m. via Zoom. But I assume this is going to be a problem, right? Milagro been out here playing with fire, but we shall see how this ends up. As y'all know, I'm going to continue to stay locked in and see how the developments arise with this case. In other Megan Thee Stallion news, she did go on TikTok Live a couple weeks ago. She said that Act 3 has no songs at the moment. However, she is recording a music video. There's also a new song in the works, so we're about to get a single. Perhaps that music video will be for a new song, because that's how she's been releasing her last couple of singles, was with music videos in tandem. We already know that Doechii is on her album wish list. She says that Act 3 will have never featured before artists. So it looks like she's going to have a whole new crew that she's assembling, not necessarily the same people that she's been working with over the years or even last year. And we also did hear her say in relation to the Doechii situation that she wants to also try out some new beat styles in the Act 3 era, beats that she typically wouldn't get on before. I would love to know what that sounds like. And hey, man, you on Rock Nation. Just Blaze, what the fuck, man? We got to make that happen. You can't make no banging ass shit for a lady. You know what I'm saying? Just what the fuck be going on, man? You one of the greatest producers of all time, and you don't even be active out this bitch, man. Y'all niggas pissing me off. But anyway, that's what we have. Let me see what else I have in Megan news before we go, just to, get everything buttoned before we go. Megan Thee Stallion's In Her Words documentary will be honored at the 2025 Gracie Awards. She's actually going to be winning the award, but the ceremony is coming up next month. So they say Megan Thee Stallion, In Her Words, The Voice, The Daily Show, and Variety Power of Women are among the music and entertainment leaning winners of the 50th annual Gracie Awards, which seeks to amplify women's voices, stories, and achievements in media. The winners will be honored at the Gracie Awards Gala on May 20th at the Beverly Wilshire in Beverly Hills, California. Comedian, writer, and actress Fortune Femster is set to host the show. Okay, Megan Thee Stallion's documentary, of course, debuted on Prime Video on Halloween of last year. Individual winners include Keke Palmer for Baby This Is Keke Palmer and Maik Bialik for a show called Breakdown. Okay, so congrats to Megan Thee Stallion on that. It's already been announced that she's going to win. It's just the fact that she's going to actually be honored at that show next month. All right. So that's what I've got for y'all on this one. Again, we're going to stay tuned with this whole Milagro Gramz thing. Definitely looking forward to seeing what these phone records entail, because if she been hiding it, there got to be some kind of good reason as to why you wouldn't submit it. If you ain't got nothing to hide, let it glide, let it slide. Okay? But let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Become an insider. I will catch y'all on the next one. Y'all be good out there. Peace.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rags. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef for computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. But drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.